Hey everyone, it's Stacey Cherie here with From New York to Paris, your Renaissance lifestyle destination. We're here today at Point Pleasant Beach for the Offshore Grand Prix. Today we're going to find out a lot more about the Miss Geico racing boat from the Miss Geico racing team. Stay tuned. Hi everyone, I'm Stacey Cherie. I'm here with From New York to Paris.com, the Renaissance lifestyle destination, and I am here today with Scotty Begovic. Scotty, can you please tell everyone what you do? What is your role on this lovely vessel, the Miss Geico racing boat?
All right, well, the Miss Geico is a 50-foot offshore race boat. It's got 4,000 horsepower. It's capable of speeds of up to 200 miles an hour. And I am the throttle man. There's a driver and a throttle man. Basically, we're two pilots of the boat. The driver steers, and I take care of everything else. I do the throttles, I make it go fast, and I do the trim of the boat. So I control the attitude and the speed of the boat, and the driver steers and generally screams for me to slow down.
I see. So as far as the visuals, because I see there's an area where, would that be your job, the throttle man, to sit and view and steer the boat?
Basically, Mark is steering the boat. He's the driver. He's looking right out within 50 to 100 yards of the boat of everything that's going on. What I'm doing is I'm looking out past that 100-yard mark, looking for big waves, looking for other boats, and trying to set the boat up to run at the optimal speed for the water conditions. So I'm kind of scanning the area. And,
I see.
Telling him, like, go right, go left, go behind this boat, go outside of that boat, things like that.
Right. So obviously a team effort all around.
Yeah.
So are there any other things that you would like us to know that go on to operate the vessel?
Well, the water conditions dictate how we operate the boat. Right here, we just put the props on the boat, and in rough water, you want a smaller set of props versus a larger set of props in calm water. A larger set of props makes the boat go faster, but it doesn't have the acceleration that you need for rough water. In the rough water, it's like motocross. We're in the air all the time, and so the props are in and out of the water, and the smaller the prop, the easier it is to keep the boat going fast. So there's a lot of things in operating the boat that weather conditions are the main factor of how we set the boat up and how we run the boat.
I see. So as far as if it were to rain right now, how would that affect, the speed that you can go within the boat?
The rain doesn't really affect the speed of the boat, except for visibility. It's the actual wind that affects it. More wind, the bigger the seas, the slower we have to go.
I see. Okay. As far as like a technical question, so what are some, like technical preparations that you do for the race?
Well, the guys check every nut and bolt on the engine, on the outdrives, everything to make sure everything's tight, nothing's loose, because when we're out there banging around the ocean, we're hitting upwards of 6 Gs, and that tends to loosen things up and everything like that. So technically, we check every nut and bolt, we program the computer for the weather conditions, and just go over everything with a fine-tooth comb.
Okay, nice. So I know that you've been interested in speedboats since you were 10 years old. So aside from them going very fast, which I'm sure a lot of young boys enjoy, just seeing the visuals of a speedboat, what really drew you in?
Well, I grew up in this town, and in this town, the biggest race of the year was going on when I was really young. So I would come and I was in awe of it. My dad would take our pleasure boat and turn it into a race boat just for this race. So I was a fan from when I was really, really little, and really all I ever wanted to do was graduate from college and make enough money to buy a race boat. So that was ultimately my life's goal, and fortunately been able to achieve it.
Right, that's great. I think everybody's really excited to see the boat out on the water, so thank you for stopping and taking the time to speak to us. So I'm here with Gary Stray, the crew chief of the Miss Geico race boat. So Gary, can you tell us what type of visual technology that the boat uses?
Yeah, absolutely. We have technology on the boat that we can actually see everything that's going on full time, including all the data from the engines. We download that via telemetry onto a safety boat. I'm off of the boat, not in the boat, obviously, while the boat's running, but I see everything that the boat does, and I'm in contact with the crew for the whole time while it's racing. So I take care of all the engine stuff so the guys can concentrate on racing the boat. You know, the boat today, we're going out 4 to 5 foot seas. They're going to probably be running 130, 140 over that stuff. It's a lot going on for the guys in the boat. So the less they have to worry about the mechanical side of things, the faster they can go.
So you said that you're not on the boat, and you're on land making sure that everything's going well. So has there ever been something that has happened from your end that kind of caused some things to go wrong with the boat?
Well, what the funny thing is I'll see things going wrong with the boat a little before the guys in the boat.
Oh, okay.
Now, that's mechanically. In Key West last year for the last race of the season, I was watching everything on telemetry and everything was absolutely fine. And all of a sudden it went dead. And I had no clue what was going on until someone tapped me on the shoulder and say, hey, we just crashed down in turn 2 down there. So,
Wow. See how much we rely on technology? And sometimes you just don't look up. But, it's not his job to look up. It's somebody else's job to be, doing that. But anything can happen.
While the boat's racing, I'm generally just looking at the computer screen the whole time. I very seldom see what the boat's doing on the water. I'm just looking at data. So yeah, I'm fine as long as everything that we're monitoring is good. But like the crash, I didn't know until my screen.
The chief didn't see the crash. So, well, being that you are the chief, how many people do you have that, control and maintain everything with the boat?
Yeah, we have a crew of about 20 people. This goes from engine builders to mechanics, and we even have a transport crew to bring our support trailer and truck and the boat that gets here safely, and then the rest of the crew flies in the night before the race or before the race weekend. So it's a big entity, and it takes real good teamwork and a lot of great people to make all this happen with the Miss Geico boat.
It seems like a pretty happy family. Everybody's smiling, really enjoying what they're doing. So we're excited to see you guys out on the water. And, what could we expect from the test?
Well, what you're going to see in the test, it is exactly that. It's a test. We'll slowly build the speed up out there. Our big thing that we'll be testing with the boat today is how it handles in the rougher sea conditions. It's going to be 4 to 5 feet out there, so you're going to see the boat launching big time. I mean, we're going to get
hop up and down.
We'll see G-forces in the 12 to 14 G range of impacts on the boat. And we'll want to see how it recovers from those impacts and see how it does, and make sure that we're ahead of the competition come green flag tomorrow.
All right. And how many competitors are there in the whole competition?
Well, I think there's about 30 boats here. The boats that run with us, there's not so many here. There's another race in Florida this weekend, which a lot of people have gone to the warmer climate.
I wonder why. This weather can't figure out what it wants to do.
Yeah, exactly. So we've only got a couple in our class, but for us, it's a big test session weekend for when we go to the World Championship at the end of the year in Key West. That's what all of this builds up to. So this first time out for us, this 2017, and we're hoping that we're going to perform well here and take it on throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, I know you guys have had a lot of success in the past, so hopefully it continues that way. And thank you so much for speaking to us. We can't wait to see the boat out on the water.
No problem.
Thank you. It's been a great day here getting to know the Miss Geico race boat. It's a beautiful vessel with a great team behind it. Be sure to check them out in your area. You can go to MissGeicoRacing.com to find out more. I'm Stacey Cherie with From New York to Paris, your Renaissance lifestyle destination.